to the Parish Noticeboard on Sunday, December the 11th. Now this week, as you can see, I'm in the car, and there's a reason for that, because it's starting to get dark outside, and because of that we're losing light.
And it's cold.
And it's cold, yes. I've got Nicky with me as well. There's Nicky's hand. I don't think you're going to see much of her in this episode.
You can't hear me.
Well, yeah, you can hear you, but that's about it.
I've got a cough.
Yes, that's why this episode is entitled Nicky Has a Cough. You may hear her occasionally. Anyway, let's get to the notices and see what we've got for you this week. Okay, so guess where I am this week is a little bit unusual, shall we say, because you can't tell where I am when I'm sat behind the wheel of the car. However, I can give you a couple of clues. I'm filming this episode on a long straight road that's 9 miles long from start to finish. It starts on the A156 and it ends at a roundabout near RAF Scampton. Do you know what that road is? Answers, if you do, down below.
I know where you are.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're in the car.
Yeah, but that's not an acceptable answer. People can see I'm in the car.
Oh, okay.
If you know, down below. So to last week's answer, you'll remember I was in a cemetery seemingly in the middle of nowhere. There's a very interesting episode coming soon involving that cemetery. Well done if you got this, because it really is one of those you kind of need to know where it is places. It was the Smith Memorial Hall and Cemetery, which is located in Wingfield Park in the parish of South Wingfield in Amber Valley. So well done if you got that one. That was quite a tricky one. So yeah, an interesting one for you there. This one I think is a bit easier, especially if you live in Lincolnshire. There's another clue for you. Okay, so damage control is in this week, but it shouldn't really be, to be honest with you. And the reason it's still in is because I've actually done something about this. There was an issue with the Folksworth and Washingley episode. You may have noticed it came out twice this week. It came out on Thursday and then also on Friday, because I'd made a little mistake in the credits in the picture bit. Now, it's one thing to have something wrong in an episode, but if a credit is wrong, that's kind of important. I don't want to be crediting the wrong person, the wrong website or whatever. So I've changed that, and the Folksworth and Washingley episode was re-uploaded to combat that problem. The original episode is still there, it's just unlisted, but eventually in time it will be deleted. The reason I've left it is because the link is still active in various Facebook groups. So if people are clicking on it and it's been deleted, they won't be able to see it. So I'll give it a couple of weeks and then I'll actually get rid of that. Yeah, the actual proper Folksworth and Washingley episode is the second one, the one that went up on Friday, just because of a little mistake in the credits. Easily done. So yeah, that's that for you this week. Okay, the next thing is to do with the parish meeting. The December parish meeting has been and gone, obviously. It was last Monday, and there weren't many people that turned up for this one. I think we peaked at about 12 or 13 people, which is okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but we have had upwards of 20, 22, 23 before in the past. You know, I fully understand people have got other things to do over Monday night.
Especially in the run up to Christmas.
Especially in the run up to Christmas, absolutely. The parish meetings, though, have been a fantastic addition to the channel this year, and I know you guys enjoy them. I know they're only an hour long, but we have some fun in them, don't we, Nicky?
Definitely.
And they are definitely going to continue into the new year. So
enjoy this.
So basically, this is kind of just a reminder that they still exist, really. So you know, every first Monday of the month, you can find us live on YouTube for a bit of banter between us and you. And yeah, it's well worth getting involved. There's some interesting things that go down in those meetings, and some interesting topics get talked about as well.
Yeah, it's a good format as well for suggestions and things to improve the channel and to improve the viewer experience too.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy them, I know that much. So hopefully you do too when you come and join them. Okay, so the next thing to talk about is a little reminder of how things go down at Christmas. If you've joined the channel since last Christmas, you won't know this, but I can tell you again anyway, even if you have. So what happens is the channel basically shuts down on Christmas Eve and then restarts again in the new year. Normally that comes on the first Monday after New Year's Day, which of course next year is going to be the 2nd, but as I mentioned last week, there is actually going to be an episode on New Year's Day this year. So this year the Christmas special will be out on Christmas Eve, and then everything will restart again on New Year's Day, a day earlier than it would normally be this year. So yeah, it's basically a week off. I don't do anything in that week. I don't film anything. I don't plan anything. I don't edit anything. It's a week off. It's Christmas, you know. It's Christmas time.
You eat lots of cheese and chocolate.
Everybody eats lots of cheese and chocolate at Christmas. Please be aware though that you know, these things have an effect on your body. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you're no exception to eating the cheese and chocolate thing, are you?
Yeah, don't I know it? I tell you, I am going to put some pounds on over Christmas. I'm pretty sure about that. But at least I will walk them off afterwards. With all the walking I do, they soon disappear. So, are you all right?
Still coughing.
Still coughing. Okay.
Just the left lung. The right lung later.
Okay. Anyway, that's what's happening with Christmas this year. Okay, and that brings us to the coming week. Now, as you know, normally I film on a Tuesday and either a Friday or a Saturday, depending if Nicky's available. Now, next week it's a little bit different. Instead of Tuesday and Friday, it will be Wednesday and Friday. On Wednesday, I will be heading up to North Lincolnshire, and I'll be doing Cadney and Brig. Brig. At last, people out there from Brig are going to be going, yay, finally, at last he's going to do Brig. Yes, indeed, I am going to do Brig. And it will be quite a lengthy route, but I've tried to plan it as efficiently as I can to try and get around it as fast as possible. This cold weather is playing havoc with my GoPro batteries at the moment. They are not lasting as long as they should. It's because the temperature, with it being so low, it does something to the voltage. I don't understand the science, but basically it doesn't report the right sort of percentage left on your battery, so it can probably tell you you've got like 50% when you've actually got about 2, and because of that they're dying really quickly. Yeah, I've tried to plan a fairly efficient route if I can. And then on Friday I'll be heading up into the East Riding. Just one second, I'm at a junction here, guys, and there's traffic. I'm at the end of that 9-mile long road now, where there's a stop junction. There's another clue for you. Turning right in a village that you have seen me do before. There we go. Onto the A156. Okay, so on Friday I'll be heading up into the East Riding, and I'll be taking on Millington, Huggett and Water. Just those 3, and the reason for that is because if there's enough time after those 3, I'll also need to go into York, because last week I was supposed to do 4 up in York. Because of the GoPro batteries thing, I only managed to do 3 of them because my batteries died before I could do the 4th one. So if there's enough time after I've done them 3, I'll nip over into York and do that last one as well. And there you go. That's the coming week for this week. Have you got anything more you want to add, Nicky?
No, just, you know, just cough away, you know.
Cough away. Well, hopefully you'll be better for Christmas.
There'll be one of my videos out this week.
Oh yes, there will. Yes, there will be a Mrs. TBI coming your way next week as well. I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot. This has been the Parish Noticeboard on December the 11th, and this is what's coming out on the channel this week. See you later.